Do this to spot a fake police officer. First, check if his clothes are dirty or wrinkled, and if he is wearing a police cap or has no radio. Real police officers always wear a cap so people in danger can identify them easily. Also, they must wear a clean uniform and carry a radio. But don't only check the officer, also check the car. Real police cars have reflective stickers on the sides and front in perfect condition. Fake ones have no stickers and are usually dirty. Now check the officer's behavior. Fake officers are always nervous in case they get caught. If you ask for ID, he will get upset and angry at you. But a real police officer will always show you his badge and will always let you call 911 to verify his identity. If a scammer calls you on the phone, do this to trick him. First, never answer a strange call from an unidentified number. But if you already answered, don't even think about saying the word yes, because they may be recording the call and use your yes word to access your bank account. It's so much better not to say anything at all. If they say they will give you free money and ask you to press one to receive the money by bank transfer, don't do it. When you press a button, you give the scammer access and he could control your phone line, and that is very dangerous. For example, if your real bank calls you on the phone, the scammer can make the call go to his phone instead of yours, while using a fake voice to sound like you and steal all your personal data. Do this to get your son to stop vaping. At first, don't say a word. If you fight with him or forbid it, you won't solve the problem. You'd better let him think it's still his own secret. One day when he goes to school, start a big fire in your son's room right where he hides the vape. When he returns, he'll see the house engulfed in flames. He'll panic and call his parents and the firefighters. When you finally arrive, a firefighter will approach and tell you, it seems that the fire started in a room due to a vape explosion. At that moment, your son will start crying, asking for your forgiveness. You will put your hand on his shoulder and tell him, son, I will pay the house damages as long as you stop vaping. Your son will feel so bad about what happened that he will swear on his grave never to vape again. This is what happens when you go to prison in other countries. In Russia, the first thing they do is take your clothes and make you shower to stop bacteria from entering the prison. Once you are clean, they give you a new set of clothes and they force you to stay in quarantine for 15 days. But in Japan, prisoners are treated just like slaves and they are forced to work. Their schedule starts at 6 in the morning and ends at 9 at night. This schedule includes 9 hours of work, 3 meals, and 3 hours of free time. Very different from prisons in Norway, where they have access to a private bathroom, a flat screen TV, and a window with beautiful landscapes. Also, the guards allow you to wear your own clothes and receive 3 visits a week from friends and family. These are the differences between prisons in other countries. In Italy, there's a prison that allows prisoners to open their very own pizza restaurant. And even though the chefs are all very dangerous and violent criminals, the restaurant has 700 reviews with more than 5 stars online. But in Spain, you can live with your family inside the prison. The Aranjuez prison allows your entire family to live with you inside the cell. In it, you can find baby cribs, Disney characters on the walls, and even a playground for little kids. But in the Philippines, there's a prison where you can take dance classes to learn full choreographies. Even if you're a serial killer, you can take intensive dance classes to learn choreographies, improve your discipline and teamwork skills. On this girl's 12th birthday, her mom recorded this video and said she would show it to her in a few years to prove her style was just a phase. On her 16th birthday, she proved her mom was wrong. Shrek is in this picture, and even if you can't see him now, if you squint your eyes, he will show up. Some soldiers opened the medicine box but only found baby diapers and duct tape. But what they actually needed were bandages and medicine for wounds. You see, the nurse who got the order to pack them mislabeled the boxes and accidentally sent the diapers instead. At first, the doctors were furious because they had just come from a recent battle and there were too many wounded soldiers. Ironically, the diapers and the tape worked even better to stop the bleeding. They even used them as ice packs to bring down the fever of soldiers. In the end, the medicine finally arrived, but by then, there were no patients left to treat. This guy put QR codes on all the cans in the supermarket. He waited very patiently for hours until someone finally bought a can. And when the woman went to pay and scanned the QR code, she got a surprise. This origami was banned in almost all schools. Paper dart is so sharp that if it hits someone in the eye, it can cause a lot of damage. They are mostly used to throw them at the ceiling and leave them stuck there, or to make drawings. You thought I was gonna teach you how to make it, don't you?
What is the origin of colors? Brown is the color of poverty. People used to call things brown when they looked like dirt, and monks used it because it was very cheap to make. Long ago, blue came from a precious stone. It was more expensive than gold, and it was used in the most expensive paintings. In Japan, yellow means tree color because many woods and dried plants look yellowish. In the Middle Ages, green was seen as a magical color. That's why leprechauns wear green. Even Santa Claus's original outfit was green. In ancient Egypt, black meant abundance because the Nile River filled with black liquid, which showed it was planting season.
The weirdest allergies in the world. This girl is allergic to human hair. When she was 13, a horrible itch spread all over her body. This forced her shave her head entirely and get all the hair on her body removed. Now she's completely bald, but happy. Something worse happens to this boy who's allergic to electromagnetic radiation. He can't use phones, microwaves, or TV, not even Wi-Fi, because he gets dizzy and throws up suddenly. Finally, Joe O'Leary is allergic to exercise. In 2015, Joe ate a pizza and then went to work out. Suddenly his eyes swelled and he stopped breathing. Turns out his allergy only activated when he ate right before exercising. The strangest allergies in the world. This girl is allergic to kisses, but actually she's allergic to other people's saliva. So when her mom gives her a kiss, her face swells up like a ball. But this hasn't stopped her from having a boyfriend. Something worse happened to this other man who's allergic to humans. Turns out he's allergic to small particles of dead skin in the air, which gives him a deadly cough. He can't meet with anyone, not even family or friends. Now he lives isolated inside his house. In 2018, a baby's skin turned red every time a toy was near. At first, they thought he hated toys, but after some tests, they discovered he was allergic to plastic. So now they only give him wood toys. He was punched in the head so hard he saw a flash of white, and he soon realized his vision had changed. Curved objects started to look pixelated, and tap water seemed to flow in jagged lines. Everywhere he looked, he saw complex mathematical patterns, even though he hated math before. And without any training, he began drawing detailed geometric shapes. The attack had turned him into an unseen math genius, and he went on to teach his wisdom all over the world. In 2020, a man broke into a bakery early in the morning to steal donuts, but as soon as he went in, he forgot what he came to do. So he took a selfie with his orange sunglasses, he grabbed a broom and started cleaning the floor. After leaving everything shiny clean, he finally remembered his mission and left the place with 6 donuts. When the owner arrived in the morning and saw everything on the cameras, she found it really funny and she couldn't even get mad. And a few days later, the man sent a message saying sorry, and she replied in the best way possible by making a cupcake with his famous orange glasses.